you have your collab with Saucony.
Yes.
How did that come about?
So in 2018, I posted a picture of Saucony just put it out there because I work with the brand, so I gotta.
So it's
hold
called Saucony.
It's Saucony. I gotta hold it.
Niggas be
But we run the so boom, boom, I get it.
Yeah.
But each one teach one type.
Gotcha.
You know the vibes.
Okay, Saucony.
Saucony. In 2018. I wore a pair of Sauconys, and I'll be doing the thing on. Well, if you ever pay attention to my gram, I do a thing. I do like a wraparound thing with the sneakers I'm wearing and the socks. So I had a pair of Sauconys on. They were purple with a yellow Saucony sign, and just it was chill to me because I've been rocking Sauconys since I came to America as an immigrant. That was some of the first shoes my parents ever bought for me because they were affordable. Right. You know what I'm saying? My parents didn't believe in buying nice things or spending a lot of money on clothes, shoes, none of those type of things. So when I wore the Sauconys and did my wraparound video, I saw Saucony commented under the post. At the time, I don't know what it was or if I was having the conversations of entrepreneurship or shooting your shot. I don't know what it was. But I said, hey, man, I went straight to their DMs like, hey, what's up, guys? How whatever. Hey, thank you for the love, but we should do something. Right. And they was like, what? You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like, what you mean? How whatever. And I was like, man, I think that would be really cool if we did a collaboration on something with sneakers. And so, they still was unsure, but it was like, yo, why don't you come to the office? Whatever. So I came down to the office. It was in New York at the time. Had a meeting with a couple people there. This guy's name is Jason Faustino. I could pronounce his last name wrong, but my boy Jason. And a couple other people. I think my girl Alyssa, she was in there. But I had a conversation with them, and I was like, yo, I think that we have a really good synergy here because, once again, I come from this clothes stuff. Right. So I know what good brands got to have a story. There got to be things there. You can't just be like, oh, I'm famous. Give me something. People do that all the time, and that's why it sucks. Right. Or it don't last, or it's momentary. Whatever. I wanted something that was going to really last past me. You know what I'm saying? That was my mindset going into this. That's why it took me almost 10 years to even get to the place of doing the brand. So anyways, long story short, planted that seed in 2018. Went and had the meeting with him, and I didn't have a shoe. I had the idea. Whatever. So he was like, he was giving me the breakdown of what that company was about. Like it's not just us. We are mom and pops. We're not like Nike and Adidas. It's just like super, super corporate and Fortune 500 like that. You know what I'm saying? We're more mom and pop. So I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. Whatever. So they're more intimate, more boutique with it, which is cool. More hands-on, more boutique, which is cool because I come from working in boutique. Right. So I know what boutique life is all about. We were mom and pop right there against it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not like one like we was Foot Locker or none of those type of places or DTLR per se.
In-house.
Yeah. Come on, the vibes. So boom, time went about or whatever, and on and off I would talk with the guy who I met, Jason. Boom, I'm working with Complex doing the full size run sneaker show. Complex Con comes around. I do my first booth for one of my singles, my album that was going to come out in 2020. So 2019, I did a booth for I did like this nail shop type thing because in the video for the song called Ugly, anybody listen to this, go watch the video. It's very, very inspirational, trust me. But in that video, I have a particular part where I'm getting my nails done in a jail cell. And so I recreated that with my girl at Complex Con for the video, for promo, because once again, I know I'm getting the album come out in 2020. Let me get people acclimated with the music, blah, blah, blah. The people from Saucony, they came I invited them to it, got them tickets to Complex Con, they had never been, or whatever, so it was a great experience, and we got a little bit cooler there.
And they seeing the culture.
They see the culture, they see what I am to the culture, you know what I'm saying, because at Complex Con, if you know anything about me, I kind of move around there like Jaffe Joe, or whatever, because it's like, I'm personable, and I come from this shit. I'm not a celebrity nigga that treat niggas like a celebrity. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like I treat you with respect because I demand the same respect, and I know how to talk. I'm a communicator type situation. So anyways, after that, we didn't speak anymore. And I got busy. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I'm working on my rollout for my album. That album was called Black Filter. So I started the year off. I went to Men's Fashion Week in Paris. I left Paris and went to do music in Portugal. I left Portugal, came back to America right quick, then went to Trinidad for Carnival. I was on the move, whatever. And then, bam, the pandemic happened, right? shut me all the way down, put me in a crazy headspace. Because I was like, bro, I just did so much work independently. And when you're a real independent artist, bro, when you really put in that work and it ain't no facade for the Instagram, and I'm going in the meetings and I don't have no manager or nothing like that. I'm the one that got to have this meeting with MTV to pull off me doing Nick Cannon show and this and that. And nobody.
You're doing it by yourself.
I'm doing it by myself, dog. You know what I'm saying? And so like all the things that I had to do to get all the things that people see, how whatever, is like, that's me representing me. I do have like my buddy who helps me out on contracts because I don't understand every contract. But as far as the meetings and the conversations and the plays, I'm doing that myself. So I did all that. All 2019, I'm crushing it. We in the Uncut Gems movie. You know what I'm saying? All that is happening through, you know what I'm saying? All that is happening through what I've done and what I'm doing. So for the pandemic to come and just shut me down like that, bro, that put me in a crazy headspace. I could have killed myself because it was just unfair. I'm not a person that believe in blaming anybody else. This is me and God having a problem here. This is because it's like, it feels personal. It's happening to everybody. But for the work that I put in, I knew that this did not feel right. So I was in a weird space because first of all, we in lockdown or whatever. So I'm in my studio condo in Miami or whatever, because I was like, well, where would I want to stay? Do I want to stay in Atlanta? I want to stay in LA, New York? I could stay in all these places or whatever. But I was just like, you know what? I got my studio inside this condo. Worst come to worst or whatever, I write music for people. I'll be able to record. So at bare minimum, I can make, because it's not about the money I've saved or the money I've made. It's about the money I'm trying to make or the new things, you know what I'm saying?
Hustle.
The next hustle or whatever, boom, 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 you know what I'm saying? I never put that out there that I'm just this rich person walking around, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I've done well for myself, very well, or whatever, but bro, you got to keep coming with this thing or else you spend everything, you'll never be able to save nothing, really, you know what I'm saying? And I just don't believe in just sitting up and that's it, or whatever. Like, I still believe that I have so much more to offer to the world, to entertainment, to music, to the young ones, to the older ones, on so many different facets of the game. Anyways, I give you all that backstory to say, boom, when the pandemic hit me, it threw me off. It put me in a depressed state. I'm by myself in a depressed state, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, this, because it's unfair. And then I kind of just decided to kind of get out of my own feelings and get out of my own way. I don't know what caused it. Maybe dealing with my boy Jose, who over here playing the game with them, because I wasn't a big game player, but I bought a PS5, so I'm playing Call of Duty with them. And so, like, because they at their spot, I'm in my spot, so we on the headset, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just getting out my vibe, talking music and all those type of things, or whatever. And it's helping me get out. I'm watching hella shows, because anytime I get really, really depressed, I go watch a lot of Netflix, a lot of HBO. Just I love movies and I love shows because it allowed me to reflect on my life and not think about my current life. However, that's what it does for me. So I do that to kind of just like, kind of mind trick myself to get out of this depressed state. And so, because it doesn't happen often, but when it does, it got me in a chokehold.
In that battle during the pandemic that you know, like I said, you was having with God, did it ever occur to you like, well, maybe God trying to tell you something like, even though you don't put in all this work, this may not be the time. I have another time for you.
And to continue off what you're saying, that's the conversation and the prayer that I had with myself. I was praying every day, like 4 times a day, not even on the Muslim type thing, no disrespect, but just like continuous, like just give me something. Like give me something, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because I have just worked the work of all work when it comes to being an independent artist to pull off these plays, and this has happened to me. So God, let me know what's up. And, you know, once again, I just decided one day to kind of get out of my own way, own feelings. And when that decision really happened, you could say it, but that subconscious feeling got to match the way your spirit is feeling and what it really is. That's when because you could talk all day like, I'm good. But your spirit know you're not good. Right. Your subconscious know you're not good. Your spirit, subconscious, and actual main thought have to be on the same accord for the real action to happen. Right. So when that truly clicked, boom, I got a call from Jason Saucony. I was like, hey, what's up, man? Boom, boom. He's like, hey, how you doing, man? How you feeling? I know it's been a minute or whatever. Because mind you, I didn't see him since November when we did CompassCon 2019. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? The pandemic made it feel like, forever. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. So boom, he hit me, and he was like, "Hey man, Hope all has been well. You know, you're still interested in doing a sneaker or whatever. And I was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? He was like, well, man, you know, when you met me, I was doing this. He was this particular position. But now I'm the head of Collabs. Oh, wow. And I want to do collabs with people that are really doing things in the community and the culture or whatever, because the whole time, what I didn't know, he had been paying attention to everything that I was doing or whatever, not just when he came to ComplexCon, because I met him in 2018. ComplexCon is not till November of 2019. Right. So that whole January to October coming into November, he paying attention. You know what I'm saying? He's paying attention to my charities that I do and this, that, or whatever. So you really see what I'm about. And he gave me the opportunity to do it. I didn't have a sneaker at the time either when he hit me then, but I got with my girl. I hit her up and I was like, yo, this is what it is, boom, 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 boom. And we got to designing. And boom, came out with my first sneaker.
Your own design?
You know what I'm saying? Boom, we used their Jazz 81. It was the 40th year of the Jazz. And this was the sneaker that I started with when I first came to America as an immigrant. So it felt like full circle, like basically, to come as an immigrant, be rocking these shoes when you don't have that much money, and now to be who I am, Trinidad James, and then with them and creating my own sneaker, me being the sneaker person. Come on, bro.
Now, with the deal, do you still get to wear what you want to wear for all the other sneakers?
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you look at the show, I don't wear Saucony's every episode.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking that thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, to do business with me, you got to let me be me, because I can't help but